What's going on, guys? Kiger. It's been a while, but I want to do another suggestions. I'm going to look over your guys' suggestions on the official global Discord and say what I think about them. Let's get into it.
마지막 한 송이가 시들어 간다. 하느끼는 최후의 기도 속에서 신은 최후의 선택을 내린다.
Alright, guys, down below, I'd also like to know what you think about these. Let's get right into it. So starting from the bottom, which is the most recent one made, Burning Soul. I have never understood why we have qualifiers, knockout, and then a week without. My suggestion is keep it going always. We don't need a rest week. Alternatively, fill it up with something else. Now, this comes up pretty often, and it often, let me make sure you can see that, yeah, it often gets this kind of ratio. Not half, but it is definitely more so people saying no. Now, people do enjoy a rest week. We actually, in some ways, have 2 rest weeks a month because we have the 2 weeks where we have to always make it to every single guild boss for the season so we can get those season points, and then the other 2 weeks are kind of off. This is similar. The reason why they're saying we want it, don't want a rest week, is they want 2 payouts a month instead of 1.5 ish, 1 1/3. I get that. They could do something else on the 3rd week. I don't know what it would be, but it would obviously have to be this material or something similar. Or they could do it what they're suggesting, where it's do qualifier, knockout, qualifier, knockout, qualifier, knockout with no rest. I can see it going different ways. I personally enjoy the rest week. Let me know what you guys think. This is a weird one. They're saying they want different types of twister abilities for different elements. Earth, sandstorm, fire, fire, vortex, water, water spout. Now, earth, we already have that with Carnation. Water, we kind of have that with a couple of them. I can't think of any fires that do anything like that. I guess you can think of Chestnut Rose SP, where she drops the sword down and then does the waves. That's kind of like that. I don't know why this natural phenomena linked to the wind but not the other elements. I can go one way or another about that. I don't care either way. Fire Echo, crits can't be blocked, so giving us block ignore on the echo doesn't make sense. I agree. The color of your damage is linked to what's happening. If it's orange, it is critting, and if it's dark grayed out, it is blocked, and it can't be both at the same time. So if it's critting, it can't be blocked. So having the block ignore on fire always never really made sense. They also said the same thing about HP on fire, but I think people are coming around to HP being pretty good on fire. Dragon Fighter Lancer is a crit class. T5 class advancements offer break. So I don't know where the crit is coming in. I mean, I guess you can build them either way. I guess they're saying they're crit because the deepen skills give crit, but every class has at least one skill that has a deepen that cares about crit, regardless. Even Glad, which normally builds break or just flat damage. So what's interesting here is I don't know where you get the idea that I guess the recommendation is saying fire is a good option, which I mean it can be if you're building that way, but I think with fire you ideally want to have a class that increases fire. So the best ones would be something like priest or bow with the never miss, as well as the class advancements, which I have the full list of the max stats of those on my Discord. You don't want the ones which are a flat crit number or a very low crit percent. You want the ones with the high crit percent, which I think Lance does have a decently high crit percent, but they also have just as much break stuff, so you can go either way there. Ninja, I already said no to this. They're complaining about Ninja being the best at everything. I disagree. They are very good. The one game mode they are handily the best at is Uncharted Battlefield. As far as everything else, I think Gladiator is actually the strongest in PvP right now. If at max level, I think Gladiator still is currently the best, especially with the changes happening very, very soon. Gladiator is king. Ninja is just, it's the newest class, but that's obviously been 8 months or so. But still, if everyone's playing Ninja, then Ninja's going to do well, right? Just like this harkens back to when I played professional Magic the Gathering. You can't really look at how many of the same archetype in the top 16 or top 32 and decide how good it is, because if it's popular, it's going to be played by more things. League of Legends also has the same thing, where if a champion just got changed, people are going to play it more, and then the numbers are going to be a lot more skewed. So because of how many people are playing Ninja, that's what you're going to see, and that's going to skew what you think. This is everyone's upvoting it, I'm sure, but I don't think this is ever going to happen. They want all the fairies and battle passes for every collaboration to happen. For every collaboration, as well as this could probably happen. The Sapphire reset every week for the collaborations. Please have all. Okay, so they're saying collaboration up here, but it sounds like they're just asking for like what we just had for Franny, where the mount and the fairy both had a battle pass that gave you several copies of the fairy or several spins on the mount for really cheap. And I agree, other regions always get it. Global gets it once in a while, so I think Global should definitely have it more. Do more merges. I agree, we need to do more merges. Fantasy Beast. Currently we can only use red books to overwrite blue, purple, and gold skills. Please could you change it so we can use gold books too, so we can get rid of blue and purple and swap gold so we don't have one we don't need. So this isn't true. You can use the green stones and reroll them to get either 0, 1, or 2 blue or purple skills, and if you get zeros, obviously what they're looking for, but you have to spend a lot of green stones, and the only way to get a green stone is to trash a pet, which takes at least 1,000 energy, 1,000 XP, which you would like to use in other things. So I do think giving gold that option is good, but he has an option currently. She did 3 here. I'm going to do all 3, and then I think I'll be done for this video. Let me know down below if you want to see more of these, maybe next week. Part-time to solve PvP and intimacy. Allow you to still do the game modes even if you swept them with part-time. A system to convert silver to gold. Silver gives one. It's not no chance. I've literally gotten pieces of the outfit with silver gachas. You can't say no. They don't say, none of the percentages are really there for the silver. It's obviously better with gold, but to say silver doesn't work is just a lie. 1,000 silver into 10 to 100 gold. Allow it as an option, sure, I don't care, but silver still does get the things. Game mode part-time. We loved having Uncharted Battlefield, Crystal Battlefield. Allow us to relax. I know a lot of people like PvP. So this is just harkening back to back here. Let us do the part-time, and then let people still do it if they want to. That goes back to what they said over here, where they're trying to make some updates and they'll bring it back. There's also this one right here, which is interesting because this is a Southeast Asia player doing a suggestion on the global, even though they play on Southeast Asia. So an update here isn't necessarily going to happen over there, but Southeast Asia and global are probably the closest of any of them, so it's a better chance than any other. Some of us want to play Uncharted Battlefield, Crystal Battlefield, even during part-time. Yes, this is another point our developers want to improve on. So it sounds like they're leaning towards allowing that. This is probably going to be a big sticking point on the entire video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Until next time, guys.